Hello, darkness, my old friend. Let's see. Double stream all the way. You all, I can't handle the buttons. I just can't. I just can't handle the buttons. It's so distressing to me. Unhealthy. It hurts me deep down. Let's see, what am I doing? Oh yeah. I already made one joystick. One phallic stick. This is the weird thing about, like, no, that's not what's happening. On this side, they're the same thickness, but this side looks so much more narrow. So I guess I just have to fudge it, right? I hate those buttons. Okay. Gotta add these like trigger things here. So you said it, I'm fire. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about these buttons. They make me crazy. All right. We are going to make some shoulder buttons now. I will make this line, and then I will do this. We want both of these to be in the middle of their respective planes. Okay. And then I will round that. Let's see, how far up does that thing go? It goes pretty high up, right? All right, so oh wait, I see what you're, wait, no, because that's the same. So the screen won't look centered exactly because you can see this edge, or you can't see the edge over here. So it's not centered to the whole thing. It's mostly just a weird optical thing, because I'm pretty sure if you put these two boxes right here, we got boxes, we got long boxes, we got tall boxes, thin boxes, small boxes, brown boxes. Yeah, see, all these things align the same, but this one looks just so much wider. Wider, not whiter. I hate illustrating. Don't ever do this, kids. Don't ever do this to yourself. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be illustrators. Let's see, okay. Is the button pooping out? Yeah, like it's not a flat surface, like it's like kind of rounded. I wonder if there's... Like I break up lines sometimes to soften them. I'm going to sit on it. I think I'm going to actually just shorten this thing because so it's like sometimes things can be mechanically centered but optically off-centered and it just looks weird, right? So I'm going to make the same judgment call that I would make with optically aligning something and optically, what's this, shorten, fix, optically fix. That's probably the word. It's not the word. Don't listen to me. I got distracted from making the shoulder button. Shoulder button go. So got this line, so I'm just going to offset a path from this line. It's going to be great. All right. Actually, it's not going to be great. I got to... Is it going to be great? I don't know if it's going to be great. I can't guarantee its greatness. Path, offset. It's not going to be great. It's going to be a disaster. Okay, a better way to do this, since what you can see is the lines, like the curves weren't aligning. So what I can do is take these. I'm going to take these and shorten them. Okay, it actually doesn't make it all the way around that edge. So we'll do this. We'll do that. And we'll cut it off. Where do we want to cut it off? So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to offset the path, but instead of offsetting a line that's centered between the two elements, I'm just going to make a shape and negatively offset. This will make more sense in a second. Negatively offset it so that it maintains the curves of these two things. Okay, so we got this. Let's find a point that's going to be the same in both these shapes. There we go. So now we got that. We will offset. This thing is just fraught with issues, isn't it? It's just, let's see. It ain't great. Let's see here. All right. Let's try this. Let's make the top of this button match that top curve. Let's do that. Chat, you're so quiet. You make my life so much more difficult. It's so much harder to stream when you're quiet. Thanks, Megs. Thank you, Megs, for that wonderful contribution to chat. 3 of the last 4 comments in chat have all had to do with poop. It's the kind of quality that you can expect. My ear itches. Does your ear itch, chat? God, most valuable pooper, Megs. What happens if I offset? Okay, just gonna sharpen it. I was seeing if I could offset this curve to make this inner one. Well, I don't know. Let's not write it off yet. Excuse me. I hate when things don't go smoothly when I'm streaming, but I also feel like it's a good thing because all designers ever project is that things go smoothly all the time once you've done it enough or once you've figured it out. And sometimes things are just a pain in the ass, you know? There's not much you can do about it. It just is. It just is. You're seeing how the sausage is made. Are you still going to enjoy eating? No, I'm not gonna use any sausage analogies in here. The dotted joystick background, that is one of the default in patterns in Illustrator. So to access patterns, let's see, you're going to open your swatches here. Your swatches are, and then you're going to navigate this really tricky menu. Let's see, this is one of those menus where if you mess up, you have to start all over. So you hit the little things here, this line, this bunch of lines, set excuse for an icon in the upper right hand side of your swatches palette, and you go to patterns, and you have basic graphics, decorative, and nature. Nature has hilarious things like peacock patterns. But I go to basic graphics dots, and you can see here, you can make a thing and you can just fill it with any of these dots. And then what you can do further, so if you're like, I like that arrangement of dots. This is a fine arrangement of dots, but I want it to be smaller, so then you can duplicate that. And I hit Command K to go to System to Preferences here, and you can make sure Transform Pattern Tiles is on, and then you can do this, and you can be like, wow, look at that. Those are the fine dots I was looking for. Those are some fine dots. And then you can turn off Transform Pattern Tiles, and you can make that as big as you want, or as small as you want, or stack them up and make a visual nightmare. You're welcome. Okay, so we're going to get real dangerous here and start deleting parts of this. Did I break the stream by zooming in and out real fast? We got too many lines right here. I'm just going to fudge this some and see if it still works. Let me just fudge it a little bit. Surprise, I'm not going Breath of the Wild. Yeah, you know, I don't know what illustrative style, because it's easy. Let's see, if you look at the original sketch, Splatoon has like all of these like kind of industrial elements. So it's a lot of like boxes and piping and tubes, it's a series of tubes, and so there's a lot more. Its aesthetic lends itself to this style more, whereas Breath of the Wild is like very organic because it's all outdoorsy stuff, and I'm not sure how it translates to this. Additionally, I'm doing an illustration of Link, and I felt like another Zelda related thing would be just too much. Where is that old man? Old Link. Yeah, like working on this old man Link illustration. It's just a lot of Link. It's a lot of Zelda. And there's another Zelda thing. It's going to be coming out soon that I made. That I'm not going to tell you about. Some people have already seen it. How many gumballs have I eaten? More than I did before I got the gumball machine. That's a bad answer. I think I've eaten, since I put it up on Sunday, I have eaten 4 gumballs, maybe 5 gumballs. Hello, iDig. Thanks. Thank you. God, I have a lot of files open. Files! Control yourselves. Well, Wind Waker is my favorite of the Zeldas, so I think you've made, a fine decision. It was a fine decision. Well, I think I might have eaten 2 on the first day. Because it's a specific... I had to get, like, this candy. It's the same candy that I had in the one that was in my room as a kid. So nostalgia factor is strong there. But it's also, like, kind of old candy. It's old. I got it from some site that's like oldtimecandy.com. They lose their flavor very quickly. But I still like them. I'm just fudging all of this. I don't know if I should be doing this. Well, I think it looks a little better. Only the finest gumballs. What are the best gumballs? What gumballs do you have in your home? It's kind of an awkward curve here. God, now we have to make that stupid thing over here too. Christ. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Everything's gonna be okay. Called your gumball bluff. It's like people have poker faces and gumball faces. Alright, let's see here. So I gotta make this other damn thing. So got big old 10-4. 10-4, got a big old wet fart on that one. Let's see. Luckily, since the middle of this thing is just a giant screen, there's very little to worry about in that part. So that's good. It's like, luckily all the headaches are here in the Joy-Con portions of the controller. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, name brand gumball is kind of weird, right? You think of like sticks of gum, like zebra stripe. Zebra stripe was a thing, right? Pretty sure it was a thing. Yeah, I think so. I think that probably the Wii U being kind of a dud has sullied what would be otherwise be a fair amount of excitement. But I think the people that like pay attention to the stuff are tentatively excited. Fruit stripe. There you go. You got it. The flavor lasted 3 seconds. Yep. That's what the gum in this machine is like. It lasts for about 3 seconds. Okay, I also got a bunch of stuff on the top of this that I can put in here. So we got a volume thing here. That's interesting that the plus on the volume is bigger than turning it down. What's the design thinking there? Why wouldn't they be equal? Huh, interesting. Am I getting a Switch? Yes, I am getting a Switch. I have a Switch pre-ordered. Up, 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 up. Yeah, I have a Switch pre-ordered, so I'm getting that sucker. And Breath of the Wild, which I keep wanting to call Breath of the Wind, but it's not that. Alright, so we got... Could you all hear that? I held that burp in, but I still feel like it made a sound. Let's see. That didn't work. Object, transform, shear. Oh, maybe if I make it along horizontal axis. And then, nope. I will figure this out. Okay, 22, and then, is that right? That doesn't look right. Can I just make it up? Can I just use my eyeballs and see if it's right or wrong? We're gonna do that. Oh, interesting. Oh, I see. I see what you're talking about. I was missing this ledge. Yep. Good eyes. Good eyes. There. Eyeballed. I eyeballed it. You just got eyeballed. Nope. Nope. I wish I had not said it as soon as I said it. Yeah, that is good thinking. I mean, it's the same thing as like what an iPod does, is separating the two buttons. It is not what my dumb phone does. My dumb phone just has, oh, you can't see that. You can't see that. It just has shit. Yeah. It just has one solid button. I balled it. What? Oh, oh, eyeballed. I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Curve does not look very good. I won't click it. I won't. Getting these curves on these. Wait, should I just be making a thing, doing this? Object, transform, shear. I don't know that that curve is right, though. It doesn't feel right. I'll squish it up some. I think it feels better. Too many damn curves on this thing. Holy cow. Holy cow, you guys. Frankie, any tips for someone who is getting started on isometric illustrations? Much appreciated. I did a lot of isometric illustrations for IGN last year for their E3 booth, and I honestly just spent a lot of time reading tutorials on how to make isometric illustrations. You can find a lot of techniques for how to do it in Illustrator. I think there's something called an SSR technique, which is what I use the most. And that was pretty helpful. You definitely want to look into setting up actions in Illustrator, so you don't have to like shear, rotate, scale everything. You can just do it. You can do it automatically with an action once you set it up once. So that would be some of my suggestions. Yes, the USSR technique. What is this song I'm listening to? I'm getting rid of it. You're leaving my library song. You know, it does look pretty thin. I mean, you can... This is a headphone port. So, I mean, yeah, it seems pretty thin. I mean, it's thicker than the design would suggest because it has these like rounded corners which hide some of that thickness. But yeah, it seems pretty thin, all in all. That one feels pretty good. That was much easier to make than the other one. Because I didn't have to be so anal retentive about things lining up as much. Okay. Now I gotta make a plus symbol. I guess I got these things here. Just take this one and make it longer. Then I'm gonna cut it up to make all those little vent things. All right. Is there any way to evenly distribute these oddly shaped things? Let's see, align to selection. Yeah, there you go. Then I'm gonna take these, copy them, paste them behind this shape, and Pathfinder and chop them. Chop them. You've been chopped. You got chopped. I don't know. Hello, zombies. I don't know that Thumbosaurus will be making be reappearing as a prince. All right. Most of the heavy lifting is done here. I think. It's famous last words. At least heavy lifting on the console. I think the trigger buttons are just kind of out of view. It's like a lot of things that I saw, like you can like barely see them from most angles. Like you can see here, like it like juts out like a little bit, but not much. Ugh. Are they advertising tacos during the stream? What taco did they advertise? I want to know. How many friends? See, so I think that taco is interesting because, yeah, like you have the taco, the chicken, the quote unquote chicken shell, but you don't have chicken in it, right? So it's basically just, so there's no taco shell, so it's less carbs, right? Maybe, kind of. I like Taco Bell. How many friends? The only comment. It's pretty good. Well, now I'm just touching up the buttons. So we've at least moved on a little bit. A little bit. just gonna copy these buttons. Yes, KFC does have something like that. Thanks, Jeff. I'm rearranging these buttons because I don't want it to be like an exact duplicate of the buttons on the other side. It's the little things, you know? It's the little things. Three chicken stacked together with cheese. And it sounds pretty good to me, really. I'm gonna go get more coffee. I'll be right back. I'll leave you all with this. You can look at this. I'll be right back. Kentako huts. I always forget that Lumpy is sitting on top of the window, and it makes me so happy. It just makes me so happy. This is like I worked on some stuff for Adrift, which is a game that came out last year, the year before. Gosh, I don't know. But I had to do controller maps for like the Xbox. Here's the Xbox's controller map, and that was the PC. I think I had to do one for the PS4. Maybe I just had to do the Xbox one. They had a PS4 one. But it was like I had to find like a mix of my style and one that was as accurate as possible to the actual controller. And it was tough. I'm glad that I don't have to do an isometric version of that. Is what a comic? Is Adrift a comic? I don't think Adrift is a comic. There may also be a comic called Adrift. I'm not sure. What? Why is it? What in the world is going on here? Okay, I don't know why that was there, but we got rid of it. Oh, okay. I did not know that they did that. That's cool. See, so we're going to break this line up so it's not quite as hard. And just kind of break it up like where it comes like near other elements, so that they kind of have like a little more space to breathe. There's not as much cramping them. So over here, like where it comes to the edge of this button, stuff like that. Actually, we can break it up here, and then we can make this rounded. That also goes a long way towards communicating that roundness. We'll do the same thing over here. This is weird double line. Double line all the way. Coffee. And also pulling these horizontal lines off of that middle line and curving that also helps define the relationship of these two things on the side. Your Switch Pro isn't coming till Tuesday? Tuesday after it launches? That seems weird. It's currently unavailable on Amazon. Is everyone's coming? Is it just not releasing day and date? I guess we could put a curved line on the bottom of this too. Yeah, it's just a slight curve, but it says a lot with a little, I think. Just a little baby curve. All right, so now that we got that, it was a long road just to get that thing. We got to start all the paint and goopily glops and all that stuff. I think that the tube thing is tube. It's a series of tubes. I think the tube is going to be the hardest part of this. Wait, if I want it to be... This damn isometric stuff. This isn't even isometric. It's like fake isometric. Can I just fake it? Can I just lie? Oh wait, I did these. Does it hold up when it's big? It's going to be like a pipe, right? So... Oh, I'm sorry that you got unlucky. I did not pre-order a Pro controller. I'll be playing with that puppy dog. Yeah, I think it's... Well, see, I don't know how I'm going to handle it. Because in these, I did just the elements on the screen in color. But that's just because they were going across the screen. Whereas this is going to be going through the screen. So I don't know what elements are in color. Is it just... maybe it's still just the elements on the screen, and like stuff like this that comes out of the screen is still... still just line work. I like that. I think that could be neat. It's a faucet. That's what sounds faucets make, right? It's basically, it's just Qbert. Qbert. Sitting on a stack of boxes. I'm sitting on a stack of boxes. Yeah, maybe it's just line work in the background here. Stuff that came out the back. But then everything in the foreground is color. I don't know. Yeah, it's 457. We should blend tool this sucker, see what we get. I'm probably going to work on this when I'm not streaming too, just so you know. So if all of a sudden it's done, you won't get offended. You want to blend it? Should we just select everything? All of this stuff? Even the old things? Select same stroke weight. I don't know, maybe I like it, that thinner stroke. I don't know. All right, we're going to select everything and see what happens when we blend it. As we play Will We Blend. Oh, what happens if you select the sketch? I don't even know. It's a whole new world. All right, so we'll select everything that we've made here. Will it blend? Make. Wow me. All right. Like this button just looks like it's like a laser beam. It just laser beams something to death. Oh God, it's going very slow. It's going very slow. Oh man. Oh God. Oh God. What is it doing? Yeah, I want to get a closer look at this Game Boy, but it's like freaking out whenever I zoom. I think it's all of the it's all the dots, it's all the patterns that's making it go so slowly. Because usually it's not this bad. Yeah, we're gonna step back. All right, I saved it. We're good. We're good. So I wish we'd gotten further today, but we kind of hit a snag with those buttons and just some of the I don't know, the construction. Oh wait, what happened here? I lost that element. I'll get that back. Get back in there, button shadow. I do usually save. All right, everyone. Well, that's going to be it for today's stream. I will be back on Friday with more hot, steaming, streaming action. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. If you like the stream, tell people about it. That's how we get more people. More the merrier. It's what I always say. Well, that's not really what I say, but that's what a lot of people say. So there has to be some merit to it. So thanks, everyone, for tuning in. I will see you back here sometime early Friday afternoon or something. We'll see, right? Well, not knowing is part of the excitement. So thanks, everyone. I'll see you next time.